Doing a new project. I'm out here looking for a new car. I want to do a custom, something pre-1955, preferably a two-door. And we're trying to get it to Vegas in 2 months. There's a big show going on, so I really like to just kind of go out in the world and see what the heck's available. I mean, I don't have my sights set on anything specifically. Just kind of hunting around, looking for something to start on and try to strike a good deal. Talk about an oddball. I've never seen one. I mean, it's not really like a custom, but if you laid this thing on the ground and just made it a total driver, this thing would steal the show. This thing is huge. It's not really the look I'm going for. This car's got potential, but it's not the one. This is more what I'm talking about. Another DeSoto, 40-something, 41, who knows? It's like cool features on all these different cars, but I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. I've been looking all around for a few days now. I've hit up like 5 different spots, and when I see it, I'm gonna know it. I'm just not finding it right here. My friend Roman, he's got a line on this 54 Chevy. It's over at his buddy's house, so I think we're gonna check it out. This is perfect, man. I mean, this is exactly what I was looking for. It's never been crashed or really beat to hell. It's just old. Typically, most people would like a running car with very little rust, but I don't care. I'll cut the whole thing apart. I'll just build whatever it needs. I think we'll take it. It's cool. Thank you. On the 54, everything mechanically is junk, so I need to find a car that I can pull all the new stuff out. It's all the way in the back. Yeah, all the way by that dumpster. What I'm looking to do is update the drivetrain. This Skylark is a perfect example because it has late model 350 V8. It's got power steering, power brake. I can gut everything I need out of this thing and put it into the new car. Thank you, Gus. Okay, I appreciate it. For this car, we're gonna do it in 2 months, no joke. We're just gonna hustle it out. There's no other way. I gotta hit this with all guns blazing. So my friends Roman and Trent are gonna help me out. The only thing I wanted to save from the 54 was the 2 pieces of glass, front and rear windows, and the body skin. We just got rid of everything. What I'm looking to do is update the drivetrain. It's typical to subframe a car, so that's what I'm gonna do with this. Big mama, shake it like you really can. Hot time, wish I sure could be your man. Hot time, living in your neighborhood. Summertime, baby, you be looking good. The reason that I'm subframing the car is 2 points. I'll have the opportunity to Z the frame and lower it, and it will update all the steering, the motor, everything. All the mechanical parts will be newer. Yeah, it's cool. Now all that's left to do is everything. You can see here the old leaf spring used to mount right here. But what I'm doing with the ones from the Buick is I'm moving them inboard of the frame rail and I'm putting it up into the floor of the car so you can see the difference. I mean, it's about 6 inches drop. I think that'll work out good. I had done a bunch of race car and street race car fabrication, and these guys were doing what they call a mini tub. Their idea was that it would give them more room for fatter tires. I saw it as a way to move the leaf springs inboard of the frame, effectively lowering it. I'm gonna have my 2 beautiful assistants prepare the axle for delivery, and I will shortly thereafter bolt it in. I came up with this idea for the rear leaf spring perches I'm gonna put 2 crossovers, 1.5" tube across the frame, and the springs will actually locate between them on these cross braces. Now that I got this framework tacked in, the car will suspend itself. I'm gonna stop right here and I'm gonna chop it. I just wanna see how the ride height looks with the chop top because they have to look good together. It's kind of like building a house. I really just wanted to just start with a solid foundation, get the front clip, the rear suspension all established, and then work up from there.
In the early 50s, when customizing was probably not fully mainstream, George Barris was the one that promoted it and made it mainstream. When Barris moved from the Compton Avenue shop to Linwood, he had both of these buildings, this building and the building next door. This was a note he sent when I called him and told him that I rented this building and what the whole plan was and stuff. This letter came in the mail like a couple days later. When I was in high school, there was a Rod and Custom magazine that came out that had an article on Barris, the early years. And I showed this to my friend and said, hey, you know, how cool would it be to work there? In the early 50s, this was the parking lot. That's what this wall is here. You would be standing pretty much where this Lincoln like bumper is. Ideally, it'd be neat to have this shop to where people could come and see what's being done, and it really feels like you just walk back in time. This Ranchero is gonna be this car. He first brought us the car and with this picture and said, I want to build something like this. And it was like, well, if you like this car, you know, why don't we just build this car? We try and get people to pick an era. It doesn't limit you, but it gives you just an idea, a little spectrum of what would look right when the whole thing's done. Mostly for us, we try and just stick in the little era of what the customer wants. Like, hey, I want my 55 Cadillac to look like it was made in the late 50s. And then you got pretty much everything laid out, what you want to run. The majority of the stuff we use, if we're starting with something that hasn't already been messed with before, we try and do it on lead. We don't have a lot of modern tools and stuff. So we thought, well, there's kind of our niche right there. It would be neat to have only old stuff, you know, to use all old tools that are twice as old as you are. But I like to do as much acetylene welding and stuff as I can. It's neat having that kind of stuff around. Like, it just feels comfortable. It feels like it's done this job before. All I gotta do is keep doing it, you know?
If somebody asks me to chop a car, again, I look at it and I make sure that the top flows. See, that's the most important thing to me, is to flow the top, and you do that right through the rear window. So the whole rear window and everything flows with that roof. So that's important, is the flowing of the top.
For some reason, I'm fascinated about this sloping roof line, and maybe I'm all wrong by using cars like this, because I've tried it twice so far, and both were a little exaggerated. But I think if I mellow it out and just don't be so drastic about it, I think it'll be a good look. I'm not doing anything like, oh, 3-inch chop in the back, 2-inch in the front, or whatever. It's not gonna be like that. I'm just gonna cut the roof off and see how it looks. The most challenging part of chopping a top is the glass. You have to build the top around what you're doing with the glass. I didn't like the B-pillar, so I just came up with this idea to tilt the roof back and just refit the whole back window skin. It's kind of that moment of truth. Everything's cut out. I just got to figure out exactly where I want to cut the windshield pillar to tilt this thing down. One of the concerns I have is the trim as it comes through. It follows a nice smooth line. So if I pivot it here, then the trim will come up. Unless I cut it just above the trim line and then just lay the windshield down, pivot it right here, then they'll come up a little bit. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I decided I wanted to just keep the stock size front and rear window. I don't want any of my cars to look really mellow. I want them to look kind of freaky, kind of different. I think by leaving the stock height front glass and just sloping it, it'll give it a cool look. I think I nailed it. I don't know what to say besides that. It's gonna work perfectly. I got it. It's cut, it's down, that's the line. Still kind of developing maybe what this signature flavor might be, but I always want my work to be evolving. My main concern with this window is the way that the chrome strip is gonna fit. I'd love to reuse the stock chrome that comes around here, but because the windshield and the rear window are on different angles in relation to the body, the chrome just might not work out, I'm not sure. I keep using the word convincing in a lot of the stuff I've been building lately because that's what separates the guys who know what they're doing from the guys who don't. You see a little mismatch in the way the trim's gonna fit and it's not convincing. Putting the window back in is the hardest part of the job. That's all it takes is one wrong move, lose the whole thing. I'm stoked with the way this window fits. I'm just gonna take my time, weld it nice so I don't warp the roof skin. It's on. I mean, we're there. It's just a matter of following through. I want to make sure that these guys fit before we get any further into this. Yeah, that's cool. Just trying to verify whether or not this roof skin distorted with the pillars, but it's cool. It's right on. We got about a month to get this car done for Vegas. I think we got it. I don't want to use the stock 54 tail lamps. They're just typical. When you look at the car, it identifies it right away. So I had this idea about cutting and rounding the back of the fender so it doesn't stick out. Something about the way the roof line flows, this is bugging me, how it just sticks out like a thing. I don't know. This is so rusty in the rear of it. I'm gonna change the bumper and I gotta cut this whole portion out anyway. So I'm thinking I'll just hack it off and section this piece of tube in there and just join the fender to it. I think it'll work. And I think this matches it pretty good. I think I'll just splice in right about here. I don't even see a reason to take the rest of the tube off. I was thinking about cutting it in half, but why? I'll just lap the sheet metal to it, and I mean, that's freaking strong. Kind of weird to put a big tube in the quarter panel of the car, but it's what I need. It looks great. We're on a strict deadline. I could spend 2 months making a quarter panel. It's just going to be a piece of sheet metal. I'll form it to the contour of the body. This fender's kind of a funky shape. It's a compound curve in a few different ways. I'm just gonna tack it in place and then hammer it with a dolly. I think it'll follow through fine. This is a really complex shape, and to form it freehand with the shrinker and hammering and all the other crap you got to get involved with, it would have been a lot of work, and by clamping it and welding it and hammering it as I went, it worked out good. Because this is more of a sculpture, it's just a shape that I have to look at the whole thing, so I want to just get this taillight fender area finished and then color the whole car gray so I can kind of get a concept of what it looks like.
I mean, the whole idea is just to get what it looks like in one color. And I'll be damned if it doesn't look like a car.
Yeah, it's cool. You could geek out on something till the end of time, but I think by doing those two simple things, raking the stock front glass back and lowering the taillights, it's a different car. It's really cool. I think the roof line is nailed. I think it's done. We're about a week out, and I gotta call in all the help I can. It's time to get this thing nailed. We're on our way to Burbank Airport to pick up Big Bob Gore, or as someone has put it, hardcore Bob Gore. Bob is an eccentric who stalks me on cyberspace, and he's come by the shop a bunch of times and helped me out with my cars. He's a pretty cool dude, so he wanted to come by and help out with this one too. Hop on in.
One thing's for sure is I'm going to be like the happiest guy in the world for the next couple of weeks, and there's just no way around it. That's just a guaranteed fact. I consider him one of my best friends, man. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. What I do for a living is I restore cars, I fabricate metal. Also, I'm a body man and painter.
Bob's my friend from out in Wisconsin. He saw the first DVD and it just thrilled him. So we just kind of got to know each other over the phone, and he's come out a couple times to help me work on my cars. It's a good thing.
My claim of being Ian's biggest fan is the fact that I drive my family crazy because pretty much just about every day, you know, at the end of the evening, I throw in the video. Sometimes you need something to inspire you.
I asked Bob to come over and paint the car, because that's what he does. He's just down for the cause.
It's awesome.
I think you could say it's a lowrider-inspired car, no question. And what I saw with those cars was a lot of simple paint work done, but people just went crazy on the roofs. And I kind of dig it. It's like wearing a fancy hat or something.
The idea of having a finished roof on a car that was in primer doesn't work for me. I think it's the wrong choice because it's almost like wearing one shoe on one foot and going barefoot on the other. Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel. The Pope was telling him how to paint it, when in all actuality he knew that Michelangelo knew that it should be this way. So
that's me, man. I'm in that position.
Yep, you're the Pope and I'm Michelangelo. I didn't see what he was seeing. I felt it was the wrong way to go. I'm used to painting a whole car at once, not just one section of it. And
we'll get used to it, man. This isn't a dealership. We had a disagreement about how the car should be painted. The bottom line is we need to get through this paint job so we can finish the rest. So I just let him go with it.
It was the first time he and I ever butted heads. It's frustrating in this time frame. Was psycho. I mean, it's crazy, especially if you want perfection.
I walk in on the car and the first impression makes it, and the car just imploded. It just sucked all the light out of the shop. It was not palatable. I didn't like it at all. After the events and everything, you know, obviously we're behind schedule, et cetera. I honestly don't see the car going to Vegas. No, I mean, we're not going to take it. It's going to take a lot more time to finish everything. It just is what it is. To show an unfinished piece at the car show of this caliber, there's a lot of pressure on it, you know? We're trying to do something cool where it's a really finished, nice thing, and it can't happen in 2 or 3 more days. And what I was trying to do, I think I made statements from the start of this, has been kind of pigeonholed for these rusty, sloppy cars, because I built a couple and they're super fun. But the most criticism that I've gotten so far is that, you know, the rat rods, everything that I've done, and it's just not the case. And, you know, with the other car that I've done, the past 2 cars have been finished and nice. And I just want this one to represent, you know, a better level of finish.
I was massively depressed that, and then it was just like when we conflicted with the paint job scheme, I felt the same way. If I could stretch it out any longer, I would stick back and redo, you know, paint the car the way Ian wants it done, and show people that what I can do, but we couldn't.
I guess I'm just at a little loss for words. It's, you know, it's pretty much a bummer. I mean, it really freaking pains me to call it off. You know, everybody was hoping for it. Everybody was planning on it, you know. It's my call, and, you know, I gotta kind of bust these guys' bubble. I don't know, man, that's the stark reality of things. People like to make this out to be rock star stuff, but it's really not. Bottom line is, this is my mark. I'm not gonna do it halfway. It's gotta be right. I don't care how much effort it takes. It ain't done till I say it's done. Well, we got everything done on the car I wanted to. Paint looks good. We put the upholstery in and just took it up to this show in Ventura. It's finished. I'm your fool. When you bring me sorrow, you bring me pain. Baby, baby. We made it. We motored out on the freeway and it's all good. Made it here and the show's on. Pretty cool.
It's quite a nice ride, everything about it. It's pretty darn impressive and a lot of work.
They just put so much thought into it and worked on it so hard. So each custom has a personality, which is your own. Your ideas, your thoughts, it all goes to your car. So that makes a custom right there.